Firestorm.
Okay.
Firestorm coming up.
Very excited. Matt, you're doing well. You can say thank you.
Please don't.
Thanks.
Oh man, he is not happy about
Fighters
it.
approaching Arkham Asylum.
Guys, can we give some shout outs on stream to Matt Burke doing a good job on his first stream? It's not over yet. He still could break things.
Yeah,
So-
what if there's some kind of catastrophic meltdown?
Huh, there could be.
Speaking of catastrophic
I
meltdown,
knew it was a transition. I knew it.
Let's take a look at Firestorm.
well, Firestorm is a really, really great zoning character.
A nuclear badass.
He is a nuclear-powered badass. 2 minds are better than 1. So that makes him good, I guess. He has a really good set of normal attacks that they don't have the greatest range.
You want to kill the button inputs? Just make it a little easier to see.
Nope. Price options.
I do that too sometimes. There we go. Cool.
They don't have the best range, but they do have overhead and lows in them. This one ends in a low overhead. This one ends in a low. He has a pretty long string here that you can use to end combos.
So what do you think? What's his game style? What's his game plan?
His game plan is to keep you far away and to build up his character power, which we'll get to in a minute.
Okay.
So let's go over his special moves. One thing I'll note though for later, this is his best overhead attack, which splats them and it just does a little nice chunk of damage. So it's just a decent overhead, but we'll come back to that later.
Okay. Just
So
remember that we're going to come back
Remember
to that.
you saw that.
Yeah,
Okay.
remember you saw that. So his main fireball is very, very fast. It does a lot of damage, and it's a high. The meter burn one is a beam that does a boatload of damage and is extremely fast.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
Definitely one of the better fireballs in the game. So once you've established your fireballs, you can use his Molten Trap, which is a really cool move that you have to control whether close, medium, or far. And if it hits, it stuns the opponent. You don't get a combo, but it staggers them, and you can go right back to your fireball game. But if you meter burn it, you get a second Molten Trap,
I'm not moving.
and now you get a combo.
And look at those awesome effects,
Yeah.
too.
Oh, it looks amazing.
Let's let it play out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's great.
plenty of time.
Yes. Yeah,
So
you
you're
have
there
plenty
for
of
a
time.
day. You're there for a
Yeah,
day.
and that's the idea, because he's meant to be played from a distance, so you can do it, and you have plenty of time to get in and do your combo. So this move is going to check the opponent who's trying to dash in, who's trying to just walk away. They're going to have to go low to block that, because it's a full screen low attack, and that enables him to go in. So you're wondering, how do you get in?
How do you get in?
He has this torpedo move where he actually turns into nuclear fire and goes all the way across the screen very quickly. Nuclear fire.
Nuclear.
Wow,
Not your typical fire,
Yeah.
folks.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Nuclear fire.
He can also do this move in the air. So this is a really, really good move to close the gap very quickly.
And if you see somebody jumping, I
Yes.
gotcha,
If,
right?
if the opponent is trying to jump back to get away, it's a great move to beat that. Look at that.
Yeah, good stuff.
And it's a good move to use in the air too. You can get behind them. You can get away. And then you're saying, well, what if I have the life lead?
Our
and I'm-
players talk to themselves a lot.
They
sure do.
Yeah.
Wait, is that just me?
Hey, Steve, what if I have the life lead?
And you want to sit on it, right?
And I wanna sit on it,
But
yeah.
you're afraid. Superman does a lot of damage, right?
He sure does.
If he gets in, he could lose like half his
Nailed it.
life, right?
Right.
He has this energy shield, which does a buff. He catches on fire, and now he takes reduced damage for everything. So everything
Oh.
Superman does will do significantly less damage.
You see that super combo I just did?
Man, I'm very surprised you do that.
And then finally, he has this burst, which is a big burst attack, which is, it's a great wake-up attack. It's a great move to use at the end of your combos.
And I'm just going to sit here and jump.
Thanks for jumping.
It also hits when they're not jumping.
It does.
And the meter burn one is actually a combo start. You can get a back three, and then go into your combo. So
So
it's
you can do some real flashy stuff with all those tools.
you can.
I bet people can.
People can, not us.
His throws are my favorites. I love
Yeah,
that.
it's great. So, earlier I said he's really good at keeping away and waiting for his character power to build. So it seems like that's probably a good time to talk about it. Should
Yeah,
we?
we
Or
should.
should we just wait for May 16th?
Let's talk about the character power.
Are we
We should.
taking a vote?
I vote for now.
I say now.
Matt?
Sure.
Cool.
May 16th.
Good vote.
All right, so you'll notice there's 3 bars and it's slowly building up. The way it works is it has 3 levels. And we're waiting for it to build up. And it builds up naturally over time. He doesn't have to do anything. There's nothing the opponent can do to stop
Probably
it.
turn
And
that on in the
his-
practice mode.
We can't.
His character power is not filled at the beginning of
Correct.
of the fight.
You have to wait for it to fill up. Now, when it fills up, you hit the character power button, and he'll get powered up. This makes all of his moves do more damage, and he heals. You can actually see he's healing as he's going. So that's level 1. Level 2.
There you go.
Level 2 does the same thing, but a little bit better. Now he's healing for double, his moves are doing even more damage, and some of his moves get different reactions. Now, if you can get all the way to level 3, which does take a while, if this is something you're only going to be able to do once or twice a match, he really gets powerful.
Well, let's see it. So he's getting more health back.
And this changes a bunch of the reactions of his moves. For example, this is now a combo start.
Ooh.
All of his moves do significantly more damage. Look at his fireball. It actually knocks down, not just the regular one. And look at that.
That's heavy push.
That's a heavy pushback, right. All of his like, heavy pushback.
Everything is just stay away.
This is another one. This, normally, it knocks you down. It's a low attack. It's nice to mix up with his overheads. With his character power on, it actually becomes a combo starter, right.
And just something that I want to talk about, I'm really excited about. You saw Steve going into the options.
Yes.
You can now specially set different character powers to what you want them to be doing in your practice, so you don't have to keep resetting to do things, which I think is a really cool quality of life improvement that you put in.
As a Catwoman player, it's a great blessing to be able to have 5 scratches. Or Firestorm's a great example too, where you can start at level 3, so if you want to practice your combos, you don't have to wait for it to recharge like a real match. So the idea of Firestorm, your basic game plan will be, when you start off, he has great distance moves, and up close, he's okay, but it's nothing spectacular. But if you can get this level 3, if you can go the whole match without needing it, all of a sudden his up-close game becomes twice as good as it was. And he's a real threat, and the opponent is going to have to basically try to run away and let that run out so he doesn't have blue fire anymore.
And he has it for quite a while.
And he has it for quite a while. Now the thing is, maybe you don't want to wait for level 3. Maybe you want to heal. So maybe you're about to lose the round. It might be a good idea to go to level 1 or go to level 2, get a little health back, do a little bit more damage, close out the round. But you got to consider you're going to have a harder time getting to level 3 later in the game. So there's a lot of character power management here. When do you want to actually activate?
You got to make choices.
Right. And when you have built up a bar, you can hold on to it. It's not like Scarecrow where you have to use it. So you could sit on level 3 until you're comfortable and in a good position to use it.
Right.
Sure.
Let's show the series.
Splicing atoms over here.
Yep.
So to me, I think ultimately Firestorm is going to appeal to very patient, methodical players that are going to be comfortable keeping people away and waiting for their opportunity. But then the nice thing is, once he gets this going, that's when you can get really creative. So the creative players that like the rushdown, they'll appeal to them too. So if you kind of want to be patient, and then when it's your time, absolutely go in and go nuts, he's definitely someone you should check out.
I would say, if you're playing a grappler and you're like Swamp Thing, like the good thing is if you get in, his wake ups are fine.
Right.
But like you can do some serious stuff when you're up close.
Right.
Against him. So he definitely has a very distinct way that he'll play.
Yeah.
All right. So what do we got that's special for him?
All right.
Ooh.
Oh,
I really like this color.
the
Inverting this
really
color.
cool one, yeah.
All right. So the first character ability we'll show is Melting Point,
Oh, whoa, hey.
which is a very quick 3-hitting attack. A lot of his special moves are like full screen moves or moves to get in. So this one is actually one you can use up close. It's a great combo ender. It's a great move to use to just push them away if you want to then use his full distance moves.
Right, because I mean, for the most part, he does want to generally stay away.
Right, until of course he gets his character power up.
And then it's party time.
Yeah, it also looks absolutely awesome. His other one that we have here is his Atom Bomb, which is a close, medium, and far bomb that he places on the screen that will then blow up. And you can do it from far, you can do it from close. So it's something you can put on the screen and the opponent has to look for it, and that, again, builds you time for your character power, and it can limit them dashing up. Like, maybe you think they're going to try to come in because of this, you can set it up, and they get pushed far away. And if they block it, they get pushed far away.
And again, this is only a taste of some of the moves he'll be
Yes.
getting.
So this is being a great move for every one of those methodical, careful players that likes to set traps and keep the opponent away. And then this one is the opposite. This is for the players that like to just go in, you want to just rush down, you want to do big flashy combos. Or maybe you like to do both, and you can equip both like I did on this loadout.
That's pretty cool. Pretty awesome.
Check what else you put together, Steve. I think you did good work on the gear sets, the
Well,
loadouts
thank you.
this week. Ooh.
I like this one, very futuristic.
I like the glowing matrix.
Yeah.
I would say that most of the things he wears are futuristic.
Thanks, Tyler. Thanks for the support.
I mean, right?
Let's put them in place.
Yeah.
All right, so I know what you're thinking. You've shown how great his range is. What about Deadshot? What about Dr. Fate?
Right.
What about characters that zone him out?
What will he ever
What
do?
will he do? Well, I have a loadout for you. This is Vaporize, where you can actually leave the fight line.
He can wow out.
He can wow out.
He's
Yeah.
out of here.
And you can hold this down, and you can be gone.
Where did he go?
Where did he go?
I don't know.
Still there. Are you there?
But like, where does he go when he does
We don't
that?
know. We don't know.
He actually leaves our reality and becomes pure energy.
Is this headcanon again?
No, that's real.
Oh.
Okay, cool, cool.
And the second one is one of my favorites. It's the Air Ground Spark, where at any point in your jump, you can summon this on the ground. It's a low attack, and it'll knock them down. So this would be really great against maybe Superman does a heat zap. You jump up, you see it, and he gets launched up. And then the meter burn is even cooler.
Oh,
It's
man.
a double hit, does a big chunk of damage,
It keeps him up there for a
and
minute.
it keeps him up there. So when you combine this with his air torpedo, and his pretty good jump attacks, he can control the air if you have this equipped.
Wow. There it is.
There it is.
Cool.
Yeah,
Awesome stuff.
I think that's
That is Firestorm.
that's
Firestorm,
fire.
yeah.
Should we show the Super one more time?
I think we should.
Sure.
I mean, it's only
We
fair.
should? Okay.
We like to do them twice in different outfits, costumes, and gears.
There
All
it
right,
is.
there we go. Thank you, Steve, for that. What control? You have controller 1 on you?
This is controller 1.
All right, guys.